Hey, what's up? So I'm finally back from Texas, and I do have updates on the Killer Bee build finally. And one update on the RX-7. I fixed one thing on it, so I want to update you on one thing on it. Should be running by this weekend, but we'll see. Have some other shit I need to get through. But right now I want to talk about the engine, so let's go ahead and get over to that. So over here you'll see 4 irons and 4 housings. Now, I'm not doing some crazy 3 or 4 rotor build or anything. The reason I have 4 housings over here is because 2 of them are now sold. I will not be using either of these Killer Bee housings that came out of the engine. The reason being is because there's a little bit more chrome flaking than I really want, and because this engine build is for acceleration and longevity, to make it last as long as it possibly can. Holy shit, I really fucked that up, didn't I? To make it last as long as it possibly can, I just wanted to get a set of housings that didn't have any chrome flaking, at least in the compression area. Now in the combustion area, it's not as big of an issue. Now when I bought this housing right here, it's a Stockport housing, by the way. My understanding was there was no chrome flaking at all, and from here it actually looks like that. But there is chrome flaking that goes pretty much all the way through the combustion area, just on this edge right here. Over here is perfectly fine. There's a little bit of scoring, but nothing that can't be resurfaced out, which both these housings will be sent off to be resurfaced within the next few days. But what I was really happy about was there is absolutely no chrome flaking at all in the compression area. And then on this housing over here, there's no chrome flaking anywhere on it. So yeah, perfectly good set of housings that will most likely get me my my goal that I want to achieve. Now these housings are perfectly usable too. They're resurfaced, and I don't see any reason why you'd really have any problem with them. They are already sold, so if anybody wanted to buy them, sorry, but kind of late there. But I didn't only buy this housing, I did also buy this iron. Now this iron came from the same place my center iron came from, Atkins Rotary. If you need any old school parts like these, they have plenty of R5 cast front irons. They have a good amount of Y cast irons, center irons anyway. And they do have a few R5 ones, but all their Y cast were better condition, so that's why I went with a Y cast instead of R5. And the only part of this engine, this Killer Bee engine, that I'm actually retaining is the rear iron. Now, the reason is because it's the best condition out of all my irons, and there's no real reason to replace it. Just need to clean it up and then paint it and make it look pretty, and then port match these 2 irons. Now I could use this front iron, but the reason I'm not reusing it is because the cost to resurface it, it's just not cost effective versus just replacing the irons instead. So let's see, the price to replace these 2 irons were significantly less than sending all 3 irons off to be resurfaced, which I was going through Chip's Motorsports. Well, I was going to go through them, I'm not anymore. And he doesn't charge for per iron, he charges per set, so 3 or 4 irons or whatever. The base price for a set of 3 irons is $640, and well, I don't really cheap out on this build, but it's just not cost effective versus what I can get for a lot less. So as far as the rotors go, they are not back yet. The counterweights went with them, so they're not back yet either. They're still at CLR Motorsports, and hopefully they'll be done soon, because once they get back here, I can what was I going to say? Had a brain fart. Side seals, that's what. I can cut the side seals and then get the engine all prepped ready for rebuild, and hopefully I can do this all before the next 2 months, because on June 6th I'll be back in Texas for 4 months, and I really want to drive down with that instead of this dinky little Stockport 12A. But if I have to, then I'll just throw the engine in part or in pieces in the back, and then build it down there, and then go from there. But yeah, that's basically where the Killer Bee build is at. let's get on over to the car. All right, so not really much has changed at all. Haven't really resolved anything with the exhaust. My friend did come by with an angle grinder right there. What I'm going to do is just cut it and shorten it, and then just fit it, and then take it to an exhaust shop and have it re-welded back up. But the other issue that I was having, I don't know if this cord will reach. My phone's about to die, so it's on the charger. I did fix my slave cylinder issue. So on your screen now, you should be seeing my slave cylinder with a bolt in it. Now the reason I put a bolt in it is because it's replacing this, where the fuck did that shaft go? Damn it, I don't know where it is. Okay, well, if you've ever seen a slave cylinder, there's a little shaft that goes where that little rubber boot is. And that bolt replaced that. Really, all I actually needed was just something longer that would actually reach the clutch fork. Because I have the wrong clutch fork for this flywheel. Now, I don't know all the differences between the different years and flywheels and shit. But I guess you need a different clutch fork to use a slave cylinder for different years or whatever. I didn't know that, and I really didn't want to have to drop the trans, so I'm really happy that I didn't have to, and that all I needed was a long bolt to fix it. Let's see. I think that's about it. So yeah, pretty much just getting that exhaust cut, shortened, and welded back up. Throw the carburetor on there, connect everything back up, and then I should be able to start the car again. And yeah, just tune it, time it, and I'll be on the road again. Okay, so that's pretty much it for right now. I wish I had a little bit more that was going on today, but I don't. Tomorrow, my main focus is going to be on that exhaust manifold. So probably the next day or two, you'll see another video about that. But for now, that's pretty much it. So comment, rate, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at 6talio, or on Facebook, just my name. And yeah, see ya.